algorithm. Uh, I'm here and just sitting at the house. It's a beautiful morning, a cold morning here in the 50s. Nice breeze. Hope everyone's doing well. I figured I'd go live and kind of talk some college football with you guys. We'll get recorded today. Tidal Wave Talk for Austin P Week. Um, that just sounds fun. That's the name of the team, Austin P. So, I mean, what do you expect? So we'll record that later on. We'll get it premiered tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. And that'll be that. I think I want to go live this weekend for Clemson and Miami. Next week, if I'm not working on Saturday, let me turn this off. If I'm not working next Saturday, we'll definitely do the Iron Bowl. And we're going to have some fun next week. It is Thanksgiving week. Always look forward to it. It's always a great time of year with friends and family. And it's something that I really enjoy. I'm sure a lot of people enjoy. Fall is here. The holidays are here. And right after Thanksgiving, you get Black Friday. You go buy some stuff on sale. And then you got a lot of rivalry games like Ohio State and Michigan, and I think Penn State always plays like Michigan State. I mentioned the Iron Bowl. On Thanksgiving, you got the Egg Bowl, which should be good. I think Ole Miss now losing to Alabama has 2 losses, and Mississippi State's been ranked the past week or so, and I think they're on track to have like an 8-4 season. They're not having too bad of a year, but maybe. Obviously they're a team that probably wants to do better. But you get all these rivalry games. The Palmetto Bowl is always special, or it was, until Clemson started their domination over South Carolina in college football. But that's always a rivalry game I look forward to. What else? We got Penn State, Michigan, Ohio, Ohio State, Florida State. You got that one. Georgia Tech. Clean old-fashioned hate. You got a lot of great rivalry games, and we could do some previews. We can do some previews this next week for sure. What's up, Nate? He says 35-17 Michigan over Illinois. Okay. I feel like I know Illinois has been a good defensive team this year, especially on the front end, but I don't know, man. Maybe we're underestimating what Michigan could do in this game. They could probably get more than 35. They could probably score somewhere in the 40s. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, let me see here. There we go. So I guess it's not like StreamYard. It's not going to keep going if I leave. So I just figured I'd try using the actual YouTube live this morning, because really just want to read some comments. Also, I need to clear up some space on StreamYard and get some of my hours back. But you got Penn State, Rutgers this weekend. You got Tennessee, South Carolina. Have to double check. Who's Georgia playing? Is it an SEC team? I know Alabama's got Austin P. Clemson, Miami. There's a couple cupcake games this week, but you got some good matchups. I got to double check where I was just fixing to say, Nate, like, where's game day going to be? Montana. Why? What does this button do? I'm still trying to learn the YouTube live, because I've been so used to StreamYard. Let me see what this does. Oh, I can change the filter on here. Okay. Black and white. That's not bad. Documentary style, silver screen. Oh, God. Oh, this is cool, man. I might have to use this more often. Of course, I like getting you guys on, so that's why we always use StreamYard. But we'll just read comments this morning. Anyway, uh, let's see. So LSU has won the SEC West. Georgia's got the East. Alabama's done with the playoffs. Clemson is still good for the playoffs. They're going to play North Carolina. I'm trying to remember. I think did Purdue win the West in the Big Ten? Someone remind me of that. But if that's the case, it's either Purdue or Iowa. And then obviously Ohio State, Michigan will come down to the East. I think Ohio State's going to get revenge on last year. One being in Columbus. If it were in the Big House again, first off, that'd be wrong and weird because traditional rivalries like that, you got to swap stadiums every year. You just have to. I think that should be a law put in place, federal law. But Michigan, Ohio State, winner of that wins the division, goes to the Big Ten title game. We would assume that the winner would be the East. Now, what if you get some upsets? Illinois has to beat Michigan to remain the West favorite. Okay, so Illinois still has a chance. That's who I'm thinking of. I knew Purdue was in the mix, but I was trying to remember. I know Illinois has been doing pretty good, Nate. They've been doing pretty good. I don't think they're going to beat Michigan, though. So, to remain in the mix and be the favorite is probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. But I do hope everyone has a great day and a great weekend, and y'all have a safe holiday with Thanksgiving and everything. I'm not getting off yet, but I just figured I'd throw that out there, man. I love all you guys. Pac-12 got rid of their divisions. Utah disappointed this year on so many levels, in my opinion. I know Oregon, they just lost their second game, so they're probably done for making the CFP, but they're still right there to, be in the Pac-12 title game. Let's see, who was the other team? Give me 1 second to check some standings. So we know we have TCU for the Big 12. Yeah, Nate, 38 days till Christmas. I'm going to be honest, I have been listening to Christmas music. I'm just too excited, man. I'm hyped. I might break the law tonight and go watch a Christmas movie. Just saying. I'm ready. I'm pumped up, man. I love the holidays. So TCU's in the Big 12. I'm trying to think. I know Baylor still has to be alive, right? Like, they still have to have a shot at the Big 12. Probably Oklahoma State. I don't know about Oklahoma and Texas. But someone's going to play TCU. Georgia, LSU play. Clemson, North Carolina. We're back this year for the ACC to where whoever wins the Coastal versus Clemson, even though Clemson did lose to Notre Dame, and they've struggled. Does Clemson, and North Carolina, by the way, I think still only has one loss. If they win out, and then they upset Clemson, you got a one-loss ACC champ in North Carolina. Does North Carolina get a nod in the playoffs? I don't think it's an automatic, obviously, but I think they have a case. You'll obviously get the SEC champion. I know LSU's got 2 losses. I don't think they're going to beat Georgia. Georgia wins, and they're undefeated. They're in. LSU would have 2 losses. If they beat Georgia, they would be, assuming they win this weekend and they win, because I think LSU's got UAB this weekend or someone like that, and then they go beat Texas A&M. They'll be 10-2. They go in. Let's say they pull an upset. They're 11-2. 11-2 with the SEC title. You might have 2 losses, but you just won the best conference in college football. I don't say that to be biased. I mean, just look at history and recency. I mean, we've had, 3 years in a row where an SEC team's won a national title. How many years in a row where the SEC's made the playoffs and never miss? And we've had 2 SEC teams in the playoffs. And, I mean, they're dominant right now. You know, Alabama is Alabama, even though they did catch themselves on a bit of a down year this year. You have Alabama, you got Georgia, you got LSU this year. I like Ole Miss. I'll be curious, too, to see what Auburn does long term for Brian Harsin's replacement. I know they got Cadillac Williams, and he just got to win. And, I mean, he looks like he could probably be that guy. I just don't know, honestly. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's funny because as college football fans, you look forward to each next week. You look forward to rivalry weekend. I look forward to it the most. My favorite weekend. You look forward to a national championship. You look forward to a bowl game. You look forward to conference weekend. You look forward to all this. You don't realize it until it's over, that what you looked forward to was the next big thing, and you're just one step closer to the end of college football. Then you got to deal with the off season again. And it's sad. It sucks. We got college basketball going on. Baseball's done until February. I guess you watch the NBA on Christmas, and you get all that stuff. So, yeah, some of these teams still alive for the playoffs. I mean, it'd be fun to watch. So Nate said 38 days until Christmas. 38 days of drinking eggnog. Woo! Dude, I've been hitting it. I've been drinking my eggnog. Heck yeah, man. I'm just ready to start now. Why not start now? I mean, if they could put Christmas stuff in Lowe's and Home Depot and start putting out commercials in October, why can't we celebrate now? Just saying. Now, we probably won't put our tree up till like Black Friday or something. And that's fine. But if I want to watch a movie tonight, I have, as a free American, my God-given right, and I can watch that movie. Just saying. There we go. I just muted myself. I'm still trying to learn. For a while, you couldn't for a while you couldn't go live on your phone on actual YouTube. You'd have to use StreamYard or something, or an app. I think for a while you needed to hit 1,000 subs and get monetized and all that. That's a good question, Nate. I hope it's Alabama. Of course, Nate in the comments asking, who do I think is going to win March Madness this year? I don't know. That's a good question. Kansas won it last year. Who did Kansas have to beat? Was it North Carolina, I think? North Carolina brings a lot back, and Hubert Davis is a second-year coach, second or third-year coach. He's still young. They could make it all the way back. You always have a Cinderella team, too. Obviously, as an Alabama fan, I want Alabama to win it. But it's probably not going to happen. I don't think we have, and I don't want to throw Nate Oates under the bus. I'm not going to sit here and say he can't be a championship coach, but, you know, he's still young and has a long way to go. Kansas is going to two-peat. Okay. So Nate has Kansas again. Baylor's still pretty good. Gonzaga's always good. It might be Gonzaga this year. If it's a year of the favorites, it's probably going to be Gonzaga. Who almost had it 2 years ago. Almost had it. When Baylor won. Remember, Baylor had like a 28-2 record. And wasn't, if Zaga had won, they would have been 32-0. They would have been undefeated, which they mentioned they had not had an undefeated men's champion since 1975, back with Indiana. Which I don't know who the coach or anything was, but I know they were saying that it was back like 1975 or 76 with Indiana undefeated. This is fun. I need to use this more often. As much as I love getting you guys on StreamYard, just using the actual YouTube live and just reading your comments, this is fun. Nate says, I'll wait until I see it till Gonzaga wins it. Yeah. I mean, it could be Kentucky or someone. Arkansas is off to a 2-0 start. That was a tournament team last year. They bring a lot back. I can't think. Is it Musselman? Eric Musselman is the head coach, I think. Unless he's in a different sport. Maybe. I think it's Musselman. I think I got it right there. Watch out for Arkansas to be a Cinderella team this year. Possibly. You got Kentucky out there too, always. Be interesting. I'm not sure how is Duke doing without Coach K. I don't say that to troll or anything. I'm actually serious. You know, like how they doing? And I still can't believe he retired. I was pulling for Duke, too, man. They made the Final Four, and they lost to, I think they lost to UNC, of course, who was an 8 seed, and, you know, I think a lot of people were behind Coach K, so. But. Yeah, I mentioned rivalry week next week. All the different rivalries we'll talk about, you know, Palmetto Bowl, the game, especially the Iron Bowl. Iron Bowl hate week. I love the rivalry, hate your rival. Now I don't hate the players. I don't hate the coaches. It's one of those things you just look at the logo and you're like, nah, nah. But it's coming up, man. We're gonna have some fun. It'll be a fun week. Maybe I'll find time and do a college football flashback. I know I do those in the off season, but just for the Iron Bowl sake, we'll do an Iron Bowl one, and maybe we'll do one where Auburn won. Honestly, I might go back all the way to. Oh, I'll tell you a good one we could look at. Someone remind me, and we'll try to get on this, or I got it on record here, but 1982 Iron Bowl. I don't even know the score, so I'm definitely going to have to do some more research on the game. I know it was called Bo Over the Top. Bo Jackson was handed the ball at the yard line at Legion Field, and he dived over. It was almost like a goal line stand situation, but you could clearly tell he broke the plane. He went over the top to give Auburn the win in the game. So Bo Jackson was a beast, man. Auburn's had some good players. They are a good football program historically. Are they in the right position right now? They're not, but look, I could give credit to Auburn. Not saying it's easy, but yeah, I'm ready. The Iron Bowl at Bryant-Denny be something. I don't think it'll be a close game. I wish, because I do think this rivalry is built on close games. We never really have. What's up, VicTube? Yeah, I know it's too cold to be out here. Never really have a close game at Bryant-Denny. We haven't really had one since the comeback. Unless you want to count 11 points. It was 55-44 in 2014 with Blake Sims at quarterback. Of course, that was the inaugural year of the playoff. Nick Marshall was still the quarterback for Auburn. Trying to think, who was their running back? They brought back a lot of. They brought back some of those 2013 players. Was it Trey Mason? Was that his name? Something like that. Yeah, we could have some close games at Bryant-Denny. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I think anything's possible. And especially, look, if Brian Harsin was still the head coach, I could tell you right now that game wouldn't be close. But Cadillac Williams, it brings a different feel. If you're Alabama and you're looking at a different coach for Auburn now, at this point in the season, you got to prepare differently. You got to be careful how you watch the film and what film you watch. And, because Auburn, with a new coach, they changed everything up, So, you're not wrong, Vic. It is too cold to be outside. But LSU, Texas A&M. That's another rivalry game. Now, Texas A&M has not had a good year, but you look at LSU, do they get upset before they go to the SEC title, or do they stay alive? I don't think there's anything that can knock LSU out There's definitely nothing that Alabama can do to get in. And I think us beating Ole Miss, giving Ole Miss their second loss and second, loss on the year is like, there's like basically all the conference championships are set, you know, especially the SEC. Cadillac is bringing new energy to this Auburn team for sure, man. Yeah, I'm worried about the Iron Bowl. I never take it lightly. I don't care what the record is, and it's just that rivalry that you know, like the Iron Bowl is a special rivalry, and I know people say that about any rivalry, but it's that one that just has so much passion and hype around it that I would say it just so much passion. Players that love the game, that love their program, love the team that they're on, hate the other, and want to go out there and win a big time football game. And for 364 days in a year, the trash talk around the rivalry implodes, and then there's the other day of the year where it happens, and it's here. Enough trash talk. Let's play the game. I hope LSU doesn't get upset before we play them, but I don't see it happening. Oh, so you think someone's going to get LSU before the SEC title, Vic? Who do you think? A&M? That'd be funny. No, you don't. Oh, you don't see them getting upset, is what you're saying, if I'm understanding. That would make more sense. Anyway. Yeah, but we'll be ready for rivalry weekend and rivalry week, and we'll preview Clemson, South Carolina, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, the Iron Bowl. We'll do on Tidal Wave Talk, of course. Um, we'll have some fun this next week, and um, in fact, like it would be cool, Nate. If I don't know if Nate is still watching, but Nate, if you want to, we could find time next week and we could talk about the game with Ohio State and Michigan. Considering you guys won for the first time in 8 years last year, and um, with everything at stake, it's kind of the same situation as last year. Yeah, Nate's still here. It's kind of the same situation as last year, where these teams are undefeated, and you got the championship on the line. It's just at a different house. It's at it's in Columbus, and um, you know, yeah. But yeah, Thanksgiving week, no school, so I'll be at home, and I mean, I'll have days where I'll have to work, but other than that, um, just um, we'll find some time. We'll talk about some of these rivalries for sure. Georgia Tech. That might be the biggest blowout of the weekend. Florida State could be interesting. I like Florida State this year. That's a game I got to double check and see where it's played. I might just take the home team straight up. Oh, Florida State, Florida is the Florida game next week is on a Friday. The Florida game next week is on a Friday. It'll be 6:30 Central on ABC. So I can do a Friday night game for you guys. I want to see what other games are on Friday. Do a Friday night game for you guys. I want to see what other games are on Friday. Give me a second, it'll freeze up, but I'll get back in here. Baylor, Texas on Friday. Arkansas, Mizzou on Friday as well. So, anyway, anyone got some questions or anything like that, I'll probably get out of here, but I just wanted to talk a little bit this morning. You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up. I'm ready for some food and just good time with family. Ready for some more college football, and yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. So, looking forward to it. Iowa, Nebraska. And Nebraska has kind of turned it around with Mickey Joseph. It's still a trash can team. Iowa has disappointed this year for me. You know, I don't know what I expected them to do. I think I had them 9-3 or something. I expected their offense to get better. That didn't happen. That did not happen. There's a lot of teams that have disappointed this year. But Farmageddon. Yeah. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. Get this in the background here as I close. So we got a lot of great games this weekend. We got rivalry weekend up next weekend. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll preview a lot of games. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. I know it's next week, but still happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Y'all have a lot of fun with friends and family, and be safe out there. And until next time, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. I love you guys. Jesus loves you too. Keep your head up. God bless. And roll Tide. Love y'all.